took. See my kicks when I see y'all walk. Flex on me, y'all ain't strong. Say my name, that's Sam Look. Still on top, yeah, it's been that long. They won't know till I say I'm gone. They won't know, say my name. Hey everyone, and welcome to the That Sam Law Show. So I have a guest that I had to bring back because he didn't have, he has so much stuff that we couldn't pack it all into one episode. So we had to do two episodes with this guest. Because the way he does in the community and just everything it's so deep and impactful. And he's also a man of many trades. He's an author. He's a documentarian. The list is long, and it's really great. It's really great to see a man out here doing his thing. So everyone, I want y'all to welcome back Navaro Allen.
Hey, everybody.
Listen, just give us a little quick rundown of who you are.
Navaro Allen, documentarian, author now, coach, trainer, and entrepreneur.
This guy does it all. Listen,
I try.
I'm going to just dive right in. What projects are you working on? I know of 3 really cool things. You have a book getting ready to come out.
Yes.
You're getting ready. You're working on your 2nd season of a documentary.
Yes.
And you have a nonprofit organization.
The nonprofit is probably the #1 project that I love right now. It's ACES, Athletic, Enlightened, Committed Scholars.
Wow.
Yes, and it's based on mental health with student athletes. I took a really hard time during COVID with dealing with kids that had depression. They didn't, sometimes sports is the only avenue that these kids have of getting, only avenue they see of getting to where they want to go. So during COVID times, me and my board for NA2 Athletics basically said, we're going to start something new that would help. And we started ACES, which is wonderful right now. We get volunteer social workers, we get volunteer youth counselors and psychiatrists to come down and talk to these kids about what's going on, anxiety, depression, anything that's going on in their lives.
Wow. In the community, I don't know if most of your athletes are students of color. I know basketball tends to get a lot of young people of color involved. I just think any chance that a child of color especially can have to explore their mental health and find outlets and find skills it's like critical. It's almost like surgical, like a necessary surgery that they need to just do better.
I agree 1,000%. Anytime that a kid, especially of color, can go in and dive into mental health issues, they definitely should. But we service, of course we service everybody. Right. We service regular, heterosexual, homosexual, all types of communities, race, religions, or creeds.
Nice.
We try to get it all out there to help everybody.
So it's highly inclusive program.
Very, very inclusive program.
Nice. I want to dig into a little bit. You said that during COVID, a lot of the youth, they didn't have their outlet as sports. I know when my son was, his field day was nuts. We had, it was just such a weird experience, but I appreciated it because the kids, basically at home, outside, we go outside, and we were recording the kids doing the events, even though they were doing them by themselves. But I think even just that moment of seeing each other was impactful for them. But I mean, unfortunately, they were just taken out of school one day, and that was it. They didn't see their friends for months or even a year.
And that's dramatic.
Yeah.
Not being able to be, imagine not being able to be around your friends and you're at that age. You're anywhere between the ages of 8 to 17. These people are people that you depend on.
Right, they're your outlet.
Yes.
You're fun.
Yes.
I remember, I mean, it wasn't that long ago I was 17. Okay, it was a while ago. But, I still remember stuff from that time, and my friends were everything to me. My activities, I was in dance, I was in track, those things were everything to me. Theater, I can't imagine having had that ripped away and not understanding why at all.
And having no reasoning of why.
Right.
You don't understand the reason. Your parents do. The authority figures in your life do, but you don't understand the reason. All you know is, I can't go play with Tim. I can't go play with with Chris. I can't do that, and that's not good for everybody.
Hey everyone, it's Sam Law of the That Sam Law Show, and I just want to welcome a very special person, our sponsor, John Bell of the Bell Law Group. John Bell, tell us about the Bell Law Group.
So we're a law firm in Syosset, Long Island, and we focus on employment law and personal injury law. The reason we focus on that is basically to fight for people in need. That's the reason why I became a lawyer, and that has been the mission of the Bell Law Group since I started it 20 years ago. Started out as the law office of Jonathan Bell, but then when it became more than just me, we decided to change the name, change the logo and branding to the Bell Law Group, and we've been out there ever since.
Great. So John Bell, if anyone needs your services, how can they reach you?
855 John Bell, JONBELL, or on our website, belllg.com.
Thank you. So what has the impact for the youth been like in this program?
Dramatic, but in a good way. We have a lot of kids that have came to us that told us that we have helped them cope with the fact of they may not play sports after high school. Or just how to deal with the pressure of playing sports. What happens when your parents are really good at sports, but you're not? Or what happens when you are really good at one sport and you want to play that sport, but your parents want you to play another sport? Those are all questions that we answer, that we get involved with. And then, there's, if you are the best athlete when you were in the 9th grade or the 7th grade or the 6th grade, and now you're in 10th grade or 11th grade and you're not the best athlete, how do you cope with that? How is the depression, the anxiety of coping with stuff like that, of going from being the best, number one in the city?
Or something messed up. And sometimes it could be a matter of like your classmates outgrew you. You might have been the tall. Listen, I was the tallest kid in the class till like 6th grade, which is unbelievable because I'm 5'1". And then, like, I was one of the tallest kids. And then one day, everyone shot up, and I was still down here, like, oh no, this can't be real life, But that could be could be traumatic for an athlete.
It is, and parents, sometimes don't know how to help. They don't know how to get them through that. So when you have this type of environment where we're all inclusive, as you would say, we could definitely help them get through that.
Right. ACE is definitely much needed. It's definitely much needed. What are some things that you utilize in your daily life to keep your mental health at its peak?
I have a lot of great friends. I really do. Like, I have a ton of great friends that I have outlets with. And one of the other things that I learned how to keep my mental health going was a lot of self-evaluation and self-meditation. So you spend a lot of time with yourself. And you're just learning about you. What do you like? What do you want to do? Where do you want to be? What's the person you want to be in life? And those things will actually help you, guide you onto, the person that you want to be, and ultimately clear your head and clear your space.
I agree with you. I think when I was pregnant with my son, so I have 2 children. I was pregnant with my son, and I was like a little tiny thing, and I did not know I was about to have this really big baby. So I was in a lot of pain. I had a lot of back pain, a lot of like leg pain. So one of the things I started to take up at that time was yoga. And like I was kind of young. I wasn't in any classes, so I was learning from YouTube. I was online looking everything up, but it helped. But I think one of the biggest parts was like focusing on your breath, clearing your mind, focusing on like a good thought, and letting that be the thing that kind of powers you through it as you do these new moves and you stretch yourself in different ways. Like meditation became an important thing to me, and when I got my master's, I really learned like the power of mindfulness and how impactful it is for a client and how necessary it is for a client, because a lot of people don't realize that they have a moment. we're so busy, we don't realize that we have a moment just for us, and that's a way to take it.
Yeah, you have to take the self-evaluation and self-time to cleanse yourself and to heal yourself.
Right.
We don't do that as humans a lot.
No, not at all. We're too busy. I got so much stuff to do. I don't have time to sit down and just take a moment to breathe or take a little nap or just eat some Cheetos that are like we don't. Like, we just power through, and then we end up in these places where we feel just down. We don't even know why. We're like, dang, I feel down today. I feel sad. I feel angry. Like, why do I feel like this? Today isn't like an okay day. But kids really don't understand any of that.
No, they understand none of it.
Right.
Like, as a youth, we barely understand it as an adult.
Right.
A kid will never understand, how do I disconnect from everything for just a couple minutes so that I could get self-evaluation of myself and then bring myself back into the world a better person.
That's true. Now, the kids that you provide services for, they're also in NA2, right?
Yes.
In your athletic program.
Yes, that's one of the things that we incorporated was anybody that signs up for NA2 gets this service free of charge. We give it out free of charge to every kid that wants the service, period, but we encourage our NA2 athletics players to go into these workshops, to meet with these counselors, to meet with these social workers, and the peer groups are amazing. It's probably the best situation is when you're hearing another kid talk about
your age,
your size, your age, what you're going through, and then talk about the anxiety, talk about, the depression of playing bad in front of you don't know. I've had kids that tell me, like, my favorite school is Wake Forest, or my favorite school is Stony Brook. And then you get Stony Brook to come and watch them play.
And they're not interested.
No, not even, it's worse. They play bad in front of that school. So now they go home and they're like, I just played bad in front of my dream school. How do I cope with this? How do I deal with this?
Building a plan B.
Yes, but they don't have Plan B. They
don't know. They
don't understand. It's all Plan A.
I remember that being
It's all Plan A. It's youth.
How do you see, like, the change? So you have a kid that might have started out in NA2. Now they're in part of ACEs. Like, do you see a lot of change in their development?
I see more changes in not the development. I would say the change is their attitude. Their perspective of the sport and their perspective of what they're doing changes. They're enlightened to, okay, this is part of my world. This is not my world. And
wow.
The part of my world that it could be the biggest part of my world, like anything else, any relationship with a person, with a thing, anything. It could be the biggest part, but it's not my whole world. And I think that's one of the things that they understand now, that they're bigger than just the sport that they play.
You're contributing to a generation of resilient athletes, and that's deep. That's deep. Resilient athletes. We watch, like, some of our favorite athletes get hurt. They're out for a year. They're out forever. They got to change their whole life. And you can kind of see them, like, now, because we can see everybody's everything, we can kind of see them falling apart. Imagine if they had what you have to offer.
That's why we're trying to get this out here more and trying to get more people involved. So the more people that know about this, that can be involved, that could help us, I think it would benefit everybody.
Listen, y'all heard that call to action? ACEs is looking for people to volunteer, join, donate money, donate time. Listen, people, if you're out here, you're nearby, or even if you're far away, you can contribute a helping hand. Contribute.
Please.
So I want to talk about your documentary. So you shot one season. Tell me about the documentary and what's it called, where I can find it. You shot one season. Now you're getting ready to go into the next. What was that like?
We're going into season 2 of Hard Knocks, KNOX. We used the title from, the HBO football special,
Right.
but we're gonna change it up for this year. We haven't came up with our new title of it or anything like that for year 2, but it just follows the Knox basketball program for the full year, and it was an amazing experience having so much documented of the growth of the kids, the growth of us as coaches. My brother coaches with me, Keith. I have another coach, Jalen. the administration, their help and their assistance with everything. Virginia, Mike Ryan, all of them helping is all on camera.
And you coach the girls, right?
I coach boys now.
You coach boys. Wow.
I am back with the boys. I haven't been with boys in forever. I used to be with girls.
So the first season, is it girls or is it?
The first season's boys.
Okay.
My last time coaching girls was at Five Towns College.
Wow.
And, you know, I love those ladies. I coached at Riverside. Love those ladies. But I'm back with
now
boys
you're back
now.
with the boys. Wow.
Yeah, my son wants to be a basketball player.
How old is he?
He just turned 14.
Oh, he's ready.
So he wants to be a basketball player. So I'm like, Dad is going to take care of you. And he doesn't like it a lot because he knows what it is. But
you coaching him.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
He'll appreciate it because you bring what a lot of coaches can't bring. You bring the empowerment, the development, the mental health. You're bringing a lot to the table that he's going to have. It's going to be an advantage over his peers. And then he'll appreciate it.
Yeah, right now I think he doesn't appreciate it because, you know,
he's 14.
He's 14. And he hasn't hit puberty yet. Nothing.
Yeah, he's got a lot going on.
He got a lot going on. And I think by, you know, next year, he'll
start to hit him.
Yeah, he'll have another understanding. Like right now, he's like, it's overwhelming.
And when he has that luxury of going away, like in the previous episode, you mentioned you going upstate to Albany. Like you were away from your parents, so you had to kind of learn those. That's when those lessons hit.
Oh no! By the time he goes away, by the time he actually hits college, I'm fully confident that he'll be fine. Because
that's such a compliment to you, young man. If you're watching this episode, I want you to know that. No, that's great. I look forward to seeing this documentary. How can I watch it? Like, what can I find it on?
The documentary right now is on YouTube, and we are, quote unquote, in the works of trying to make it a little bit bigger. We have 2 big production companies looking at us for the documentary.
Nice.
So hopefully I'll be here a 3rd time saying that we're on another platform besides YouTube.
Listen, I mean, we're on YouTube, so just like after you finish the Sam Law Show, type in Hard Knocks and watch that next.
Yes, please watch the Knocks. Hard Knocks is great. You're going to see a wonderful season. Season 1 is wonderful. And,
I'm looking forward to it.
And the whole season premiered. It was going through stages, but it's all out now for my birthday. We made it 1 episode on my birthday.
And you just had a birthday,
yeah,
so that's
back in
crazy.
August, so it was great.
That's nice. Wow, and you writing a book. Is it done, and you're just in like the rollout aspect? Like, are you done? What was that experience like, and what does the rollout look like?
So I just finished writing my book. Well, we finished in June. It's called 13 X's and O's. It is a masterpiece of book. It's nonfiction, completely nonfiction.
Nice.
I did base, vaguely, some of the characters are based on real life humans that I met. Of course, people that I know. My girls will love it because they're in the book. All my girls are in the book. It's
nice.
Shout out to all my girls, I love that. But it's about a coach that, has to learn values and lessons throughout his time coaching in the summer.
So it's about you?
No, not about me. Not about me.
It's loosely based?
It's loosely based.
Okay,
very loosely based.
You'll get to know him just a tad.
Well, yeah, you'll get to know me a little bit off of the book. And then, through the journey of the summer and learning everything, he develops a relationship. Nice. And the relationship is with himself and with, various other characters throughout the book.
That's cool. I'm looking forward to this book release. How are you gonna roll it out? Is it gonna be like audio?
We're in stages of talking to 2 different production companies, or publishing companies, to actually publish the book and market the book and get it out there. But I might just release it independently, where it's audio, and besides being audio, it would also be hard copies available on Amazon.
Okay, well listen,
You will get a
looking
book. I
forward
guarantee
to it.
it.
I need an autographed copy.
I got you.
Like, I only, all the authors that come on the show, they always give me an autographed copy of their book. So when I have you back, after you got the production company books all released, listen, I need an autographed copy.
I will
And
do
I hope
that.
that when you come back, if you can bring like some of your athletes with you. I'd love to have them on and talk to them about their experiences.
I think that they would love to be here. Matter of fact, I think they would actually love that part of it.
Okay.
Talking to you about how crazy I am and everything else.
Yeah, I get to know the other side.
They would love that aspect of it and get a kick out of it.
I'm looking forward to it. That's who I'm gonna be on next. He's gonna be like the co-host of That Damn Law Show before you know it. Listen, I'm all for it. I like change, so I'm doing a shameless plug, y'all. So we're getting ready to wrap this up, and I gotta ask you, if you could create an NBA team with like your top, this is your NBA dream team. It's probably the one you play 2K 23.
All right.
24 is about to come out, but we still in 23. It's getting glitchy, so the new one's about to come out soon. Who are the 5 players that you would pick?
The starting five play. All right. Starting at the point, I'm going to go with Stephen Curry.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go with Curry at the point.
I hear that.
I'm going with the greatest player of all time at the 2, Kobe Bryant.
Oh.
Yes.
That's a dream team for
Yeah.
real. We already smashing everybody out
there.
there.
It's already great.
Okay, who's number 3?
I'm going with Michael Jordan at 3. I'm gonna play
nuts.
Jordan at 3.
Who's number 4?
Shocking. My 4th player would be Kevin Durant.
That's not a shock at all.
No, because most people are gonna think that they're gonna want LeBron.
I don't think that's a bad call.
And I'm a basketball coach, so I'm just doing it for the system.
Win.
Yeah, the way that LeBron is a great player. He's dynamic, but the way that I want to play,
and the people you have on the team,
he just doesn't fit it. The way that I want to play, he just doesn't fit it. And then at the 5, I'm going with Shaq. I'm going with Shaq.
Oh, he's trying to knock people down.
I'm trying. Between the shooting of the spacing of the court with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, the inside presence of Shaq, and Michael and Kobe could both shoot mid-range. You can't guard them. And on top of that, you got 2 of the greatest defenders playing on the same court. Practice would just be insane. As a basketball coach, I would love just to be in practice. Yeah.
Listen, just to watch that, right?
Just to be in practice every day, watching them go at it, it would be perfect.
If you were playing this team, you're gonna catch that work. That's nuts. I don't even want to see that. It's just like pointless. It's like watching Space Jam in the beginning when the Monstars beat the Looney Tunes. Like, that was terrible. That was brutality, but it'll be fun to watch. Well, I just want to thank you so much for being here. Navaro, how can we find you?
Well, this time we're gonna go find Aces.
Okay.
So if you could go into Instagram and type in NY Aces, all one word, it will come up. Please go follow, contact, help Aces as much as possible, and the book and everything will be on the Aces Instagram page.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for being a guest on the That Damn Law Show. To my audience, thank you so much for tuning